Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. We are reaching the end of the career appraisal report, right? So, today we are going to discuss DAP and CPD. So, what is DAP? DAP is the Development Action Plan, and the CPD is Continuous Professional Development. Okay, so now this is the DAP. DAP is you have to provide a development action plan. As an example, you have to show how you are going to develop yourself as a chartered engineer. So these are the things that I thought to develop myself. uh, this is their template, right? So you have to check their template and get it from the website, right? So this was the available template in year 2023. So it says, in what area do I need to improve my performance? So I thought management of health, safety and welfare in design. So that is kind of IC is one of the objectives. That is why I have put it there, ICE, right? So then they ask, what do I need to learn in order to achieve this? So that means how I am going to achieve them. That is using local and international safety and health regulations and welfare norms. Then the next one, the development plan. What will I do to achieve this? How I am going to achieve this? Attend webinars, read relevant local guidelines and publications. What are the likely resources and support that are need? Access to the webinars and guidelines. Okay, so if you are just think that if you are going to if you are going to attend seminars or something, then you have to mention that there. Then they ask, how will I evaluate a successful outcome? So you should know, it is not just saying. Okay, you should know and you should show them how you are going to evaluate a successful outcome. So in that case, I am telling being able to fully incorporate them for my routine designs. Then the deadline. Okay, so you have to give the deadline. So by this deadline you should be able to complete this objective. That is kind of a development action plan, right? And there are other things, ability to signal timing and level of size calculation using sidra intersection. Now in that case I haven't put ICE because this is not an ICE uh, objective, right? But when it comes to the project management, that is a ICE priority. So if it is ICE priority, you have to put it. But remember, always it is not ICE priorities. You have to put the ICE priorities as well, and you may have your own priorities. Like say, as a design engineer, in my case, I should be able to do this signal timing and level of service calculation using theta intersection. So that is not there in the ICE objectives. Okay, so design may be ICE objective, but not this particular one, right? So you can put that also. So usually 2 pages are enough. So you have to have a concrete plan how you are going to fulfill these objectives. So that is what you call a development action plan. And then you have to give 2 years records of your continuing professional development activities that you have carried out. Now remember, there you don't want to show them any evidence or anything. So just like the certificates or whatever. Have you seen that in Sri Lanka there are certificates like, so this completes this many of CPD hours, like, so it's a different thing, right? This is different here in ICE. In ICE you can, the CPD is very much wide. Okay, so you need not to attend their own webinars and everything for that. Even now, just see this example: site visits and discussion with the director highway design for the design of Goldenia Madampe road in difficult terrain. So that is a new design skill. Okay, then I have to show how many effective learning time, and then the key learning points and key benefits and values added. Okay, so this is also CPD. Now, just think how many CPDs you are actually having. I'm pretty sure you may be having lot of CPD activities in this nature. It is not just that you go to a seminar and you sit there and listen to the lecture. Okay, it is not only the continuous professional development. There are many facets of CPDs. So you can record them all and you have to show them, this is what I did. Okay. Now, as an example, teaching computer-aided highway design for the BSc engineering students of University of Sri Lanka. Now I did the teaching. Okay, it is not that I went there and sat for some lecture or something. I did it. But still with this one, I'm going to achieve some CPD. What? As the first time an online lecture, techniques of online presentation. Now remember this was in year 2020, right? So that was the first time on online lecture. Now actually I was doing the lectures from year 2010 in Sri Lankan universities, but this was my first time online lecture. I think this was at the time when there was epidemic. Okay, so techniques of online presentation, how to maintain audience interest. This would be highly beneficial for me for the forthcoming online lectures. Why? Key benefits, value added. So what did I learn, and what is the value addition that I got? So you have to show these things. Then about see Ostro's vehicle technology future state 2030. So that was a webinar that I had attended. So that was 1 hour. Then you have to show what you have learned, like that. So I think you have to show 3 years CPD activities, and for each for the each year that should be around 30 as I remember. So you can check, right, because they are changing their regulations quite often. So you have to check, as I remember it was 30 hours CPD. Yeah, so this is all about DAP and CPD. So with the DAP and APD, we are going to finish the career appraisal report. So after finishing the career appraisal report, what you are supposed to do is you have to submit it and you have to make a payment. Since if you are submitting it from Sri Lanka, they have a concession rate. I think it was around. As I remember it was around £100. Okay, but if you are going to submit it in some other country, maybe you will not be eligible for that consideration rate. So then it may be somewhere like as I remember 250 or something. I'm not very sure, you better check with the website. So in that case you have to make the payment and you have to submit the career appraisal report. So after submitting the career appraisal report, usually within 1.5 months, as I remember, they are going to give you the result. Whether it is there may be three outcomes. What are these three? One thing is unconditional pass. That is what I got. Okay, that means there is nothing to improve. Then the second one is conditional pass. Conditional pass in the sense you have passed, but they have shown some things that you have to improve. As an example, maybe in health and safety attribute, they say you have to give more evidence how you have fulfilled these things. So maybe in the commercial ability attribute, you have to give more evidence, like that. In that case, you have to correct that and then submit that report for the professional review examination. Now, the third outcome may be fail. Okay, in that case, of course, you will have to resubmit. So there would be, as I know, there would be no refund. But of course, ICE is giving you some support. Maybe you can ask ICE for a supporter. So they are assigning a person. So with that person, maybe an ICE staff, so you can discuss and prepare your career appraisal report. After that, you can submit. But well so all these things you have to check the website, so what they are doing, because what I am telling is whatever they are in year 2023. So now it is 2025, 2 years have passed, maybe they have changed their regulation and things, so you have to check, right? So in our next lecture we'll discuss the PR review and PR report and everything. Okay, thank you very much.